Welcome back. This past Friday, we were fortunate to join Old Glory Honor Flight as it flew its 75th mission to Washington, D.C. This one, the 11th Yellow Ribbon Flight, which begins and ends at AirVenture in Oshkosh. 94 Vietnam veterans were honored, and even though the day did not go as scheduled, it was truly unforgettable. Mission 75 begins in the pre-dawn hours.
Thank you, bud. Sir,
thank you.
Have a great day.
You as well. Thank you for your service.
At Whitman Airport, camaraderie begins and anticipation builds.
Well, I'm just excited about the whole day. Never thought about anything like this when I was in service.
Unfortunately, weather and mechanical delays put the trip 3 hours behind schedule, but not the first-class service for these veterans.
Good morning.
Good morning. American Airlines brings along Medal of Honor recipient Leroy Petrie. He lost his right hand in Afghanistan. And for Petrie, this trip is a way for him to say thank you for paving the way.
They were the generation that went through some of the hardest times, not only in combat, but coming home. And a lot of them fought for us and made sure that we wouldn't have as difficult as a time coming home. And even if we did, they were there to support us.
The delays and scorching 99-degree temperature in D.C. shortened the day, but not the impact of the Vietnam Memorial. Finding the names of friends and family lost was the mission, including for Appleton's Gary Lalensack, etching the name of his cousin. So when you bring his name home, does it help?
Well, it helps. It helps. This helps. What you guys do. It's emotional to me because we weren't treated very well, and nobody liked us. But it's there's a lot of loss here, and a lot of guys died, and I sincerely hope that it wasn't for nothing.
You didn't want to tell anybody you were a Vietnam vet because you didn't know what to expect. People will now say thank you for your service, and a lot of times I don't know how to respond, and I say you're very welcome, something of that nature. But it gets me emotionally all the time.
For Nina's Peter Green, this day is special as the trip begins and ends at his beloved EAA. The Navy veteran's been an EAA member since 1979. He was joined by his daughter-in-law, who's been a Guardian before, and has tried for years to get Peter to sign up for an honor flight. It did not disappoint.
The wall, yeah. I did know one of the guys on the wall, so yeah. That was good.
Did you etch his name?
I took a picture.
Did it help to see his name?
Oh, yeah.
Mike Buss of Appleton, another veteran who waited for years to sign up. He served in the Mekong Delta on riverboats in the Navy, while his brother Steve also saw action in Vietnam. Steve did go on an honor flight, and he was so moved that when he passed, he asked for donations to Old Glory Honor Flight in his memory. Would he be pretty happy that you're on this trip today?
He'd be ecstatic. He's one of the reasons I'm here. He's one of the reasons I'm here today. He really believed in this organization and this whole process. So, and he was after me for a long time to come, and it took me several years to get here, but unfortunately he passed away recently, so it's kind of a tribute to him.
People today don't realize that back in the 60s, people were dying for $100 a month pay.
It's pretty astonishing when you walk through something like this and you see all those names on the wall and you recognize a few of them. And the saddest part to me about that whole thing is as humanity, I'm not sure we've gotten any smarter yet, because we're still going to war and we're still killing people for what good reasons.
On the flight home, mail call. Old Glory solicits letters from friends and families of the veterans, and then they hand them out on the plane home. I can tell you firsthand, walking up and down the aisle, there are not many dry eyes on that plane during that time. These fathers and grandfathers, along with the lone female veteran on the flight, being reminded that their service is not forgotten by their loved ones. Now, my words don't do this justice, but maybe Trevor's will. Take a look. Letters like this one setting the emotional tone for touching down in Oshkosh at AirVenture for the welcome home celebration that these veterans did not receive when they returned from their service.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Oshkosh. We have a water cannon salute.
Oh, this is great. This is awesome. This is unexpected. I had no idea. It's just great.
This happened for him and the other soldiers that came in from the war, and they couldn't even be received from their own country because of that, the demonstrations. It's very hurtful. So this
Welcome home, welcome home.
kind of really blesses me and him.
We were finally welcomed home. Welcome home, brother.